Hey, Saggies. Welcome to my channel, Crystal33. My name's Crystal, and I have your weekly message. It's actually the new moon. It's solar eclipse, actually. So, October 2nd. But by the time you do this, I think it's going to be the full moon. So, that's the energy I'm channeling for. Let's see. All right, so I have Sagittarius. There's a group of you out there that have something that it's time to let go of. Something that hurt you. It could be a person that hurt you. It could be a situation, a circumstance. Whatever it is, they're asking you to let it go. Because it's like you want to be helpful and you want to be there for people and support people. But you're not able to give with gratitude. You're not able to give to a new relationship because there's still baggage from a past relationship that needs to be worked through, and it's affecting your current prosperity, but it's affecting your relationship with you. And they're giving me something here about either you grew up with people who are just really hard on you. They're showing me somebody getting spanked, like hit with a belt over dumb stuff. Okay, they're tapping my left foot, so it could be like a maternal figure or, a feminine energy. And you don't even realize you're bringing that harshness to romantic relationships. And it's because it hasn't been healed from childhood. And it's a pattern that's not recognized. So why is that significant, source? Because whether you know it or not, Sagittarius, this upbringing, this like controlling, bickering, belligerent type of energy that maybe you grew up with has caused you to be bold and fearless, but it's coming from a lower vibration. Like maybe you stand up and you feel like you got, maybe somebody could be like a chip on your shoulder, or, like, I'm not going to let this person mess with me. Fuck that. Da, 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 da. Fuck you, motherfucker. Brr, that type of energy. But you're not realizing that you're bringing that same energy to important relationships that can be romantic. And it's because there's a blockage in the heart that you don't even know is there. And you may think, okay, I'm just going to say it. They're saying the person that comes to your mind when you first hear this, that is not the person that this started with. This goes way back. And this is a pattern that's affected multiple relationships, friendships, work relationships. It's like you take this same energy because you've had to learn how to adapt from this upbringing, this childhood upbringing. You had to learn how to adapt to your environment to feel like it's like kind of like survival mode. And you grew up and you don't have to be tough in the ways that you're acting right now. They want you to be fearless and bold, coming from a place of love. You don't have to, I'm not saying let somebody beat you up, but that's the energy I'm getting here. It's like you think that everybody's out to get you kind of energy, and you're not. And they're telling me this is really like the last leg of what you need to heal. Like once you get this, relationships start running smoother, you start feeling lighter, you start feeling happier, things go really well for you. And it's like once you get there, then you look back like, damn, I didn't realize, what was I thinking? Like, I was doing that, I didn't even realize that was how that was coming across. Thank you for the confirmation. It's like you don't even realize that something's coming across a certain way, which is causing rifts and drama in your life with people that maybe they're trying to tell you, but you got that chip, because it's a protection thing, and it's something you actually learned from your upbringing. Look, I told you, they want you to be peace. They're asking you right now, like they're trying to get rid of the chip and to be fearless and bold, but don't be cocky and arrogant. That's not being fearless and bold. Fearless would be letting go of there's a rift here with it, like a family member, like somebody that helped raise you, or it could be a parent. There's feels like a mother. It feels or grandma. There's something there. Especially if you're sitting this heavy in masculine energy. That's what they're trying to get you to do, to be fearless and bold with the way you love. The same way you're fearless and bold when you're faced with adversity. But the thing is, you can't approach love by being fearless and bold the same way you are when you're faced with something where you got to like stand up for yourself. And that's what I'm getting here. You kind of bring this energy to the table where you have, like, you know, Sag, you just say things how they are. And you sometimes you come off real rude, and you don't mean to come off rude. It's just like, this is just who I am. What do you mean, you know? But Source is saying this is causing some failed relationships. And they want you to start dreaming. Dream your world into being. It's like thoughts turn to things. Thoughts turn to more thoughts, which turn to visions, which turn to rendezvous physically, which turn to physical manifestations. The thought is the first thing. If you've thought it, it's possible. If you've thought it and then a vision comes with it, there's momentum. If you've thought it and a vision comes with it and it amplifies your emotional set point in a high way, that's a manifestation. That's where you want to be. Yeah, and this is what I'm saying. Being peaceful in relationships is how you claim your independence. It's like you are fearless, you are bold, but it comes from a place of like aggression because of how you were brought up. Like, they want you to be fearless and bold by being peaceful and being vulnerable. It's affecting your relationships, whether you know it or not. Okay. That wants to come out. Be fearless and be bold. This is you. This is you. Okay? Saggy. This is you right here. It's like you have energy. You can focus on many different things at once. That's where you thrive. You like to kind of travel. You like to be out. You like to take action, action, action. So when it comes to being fearless and bold by being peaceful, it's like, oh, I don't want to sit around. Like, if you sit around too long, then your brain starts going and you're like, I can't do it. You're too antsy. So your greatest challenge right now is to learn how to sit peacefully with yourself. Because when you learn how to be easier on yourself, and you can learn to be like, you know, just because someone's in a relationship doesn't mean that they're happy. And just because someone's alone doesn't mean that they're lonely. I know that from experience. I'm so much happier being alone than I ever was in a relationship with anybody, ever. And that's just because I didn't hear my own song. I wasn't speaking, you know, listening to my own voice, my inner guidance. And that's what I get here. That is going to be the greatest challenge for you. Because I'm getting like a lot of failed relationships here is what I'm feeling. Maybe you're somebody who's in and out of people's beds, or they're in and out of yours. Because that's, out of all of the cards that I have, that can be that. And they're giving me a relationship vibe here. Relationships are being affected by a wound that you don't even realize is a wound, because it started so young that you learned how to kind of manage life through this lens, this tunnel of obscurity. It's not reality. It's just how you were brought up. And how you were brought. You may end up confronting a parent, I'll be honest. You may end up doing that, because I've got the Queen of Swords at the bottom. So that can be a mother figure. Again, you may confront them about their harsh words and how they affected you, because you're going to, I feel like if you take time to do things that bring you excitement, especially solo activities, right? There's something about you being alone and being by yourself that's going to benefit you, which is hard for Sagittarius. You like to be around people. You do. But your relationships are kind of failing because of it. So here's what's happening. Whatever you went through in the past here, and they're asking you to let go of some type of programming, the way you think of things. And it's that you think making money is hard. Like it's burdensome, it's stressful, it's a challenge to get ahead. Because I'm getting an energy here, like no matter what you try, you still got like this beginner type of energy. Like you can't be the boss, or you can't be the leader. You're always following people. And it's a burden for you. And maybe how you communicate at work is also an issue. Like people, you have a lot of great ideas, but maybe the way you communicate these ideas, it's not receptive. Other people don't receive it well because of the way you communicate it, because of the style of communication you learned from something you went through in childhood. It's a communication style. If you would approach it, it's really how you communicate, how you make people feel in that communication. Slowing down and kind of really calculating your thoughts at first. Just, is this going to come across rude or is it not? Type of energy. They want you to come from a place of, first off, being receptive to what other people have to say and listening to them, and not just like shutting it down, even in your mind. Don't shut it down. Like really be open to it. And then just kind of have like that laid back Cancer energy where you can just speak kind of slow, like, yeah, I get it, thank you, that's a great idea, and have a little laugh. It's like you catch, what is that? You catch more flies with honey than shit, or something like that. Whatever that say, because it's a communication style. It's your communication style that's being affected, which is actually keeping you in a place of less money. How you communicate's affecting your money. Yeah. That's the only thing. That's it. Like, once you do this, you're rocking and rolling, Saggy. You're rocking and rolling. Everything starts to run smoother and fall into place when you learn how to let go this aggressive, like, too much pressure on yourself and other people. The same amount of pressure you put on yourself, you're projecting onto other people. And other people don't have your energetic makeup. They don't act the way that you act. So it's just like, they're not going to see it from your point of view. So changing tactics here with your communication style will get you moving a lot further along than if you stay with this aggressive kind of chip on your shoulder, like you know everything. Okay? I love you, Saggy. I'll see you in the next one. Peace and love.